Nigga!
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports. We've got a unique game for you here. Some collegiate players added to the regular mix. Tonight, it'll be Chicago going up against Purdue. This is Kevin Harlan, joined at the broadcast table by Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And so, off the tip, it's the Boilermakers. Here's Layton Zay. Good D by Boozer.
Well, one guy you've always got your eye on, Cameron Boozer. He's skilled, polished, and he shows the same toughness that his dad brought when he was playing.
By the time Asia Wilson turned 26, she'd already won multiple MVPs and a title. Look, that's a career for most Hall of Famers.
Puts up a three, cracks in the tray.
She cashes in off the pass, catching and connecting with the Jazz.
The basket good, off the assist from Young.
With such imagination and vision, Wilson is the best inside player in the W.
Robinson a screen on Young. To the inside. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
You've got to have inside scoring to be successful, and he's aware of that.
Here's Carrington. And it's Chicago scoring again. 1:49 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Ivy. Robinson against Boozer. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Oh, that was a great read from her. That's some terrific team chemistry.
We've got 1:08 left in the first. Now, here's Ivy. Defended by Carrington.
Yeah, a natural scorer. Ivy is developing into a tremendous playmaker.
Here's Wilson. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
Yeah, I think sometimes the mid-range is overlooked. Kudos to her for utilizing it.
Pass to Layton Zay. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. Now, Carrington. There's the drive. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Yeah, those were 2 weight room points. She's been putting in the work in the gym. Certainly helps you in games.
Banked in off the glass.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Chicago. There's the screen. Right side, Wilson. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Fires from deep. He's off on that one. And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. It's Chicago. They're up by 2. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Chicago.
Well, yeah, early on, the mid-range jumpers have been an important part of their attack. They're going old school.
And the other thing I've been impressed with, guys, is their assertiveness at attacking the paint, trying to hunt for those high percentage looks.
Chicago leading. Pulls up, high post, and yes, it's good. Brunson's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for Chicago. Smith outside. Wilson with the block.
Outstanding rim protection right there by Wilson. Can't throw that weak stuff up on Asia.
Number 23, Jaden.
Smith outside. Takes a three. Hands it from downtown. Smith's got his first 3 points of the game.
But nothing better than knocking down the triple.
Here's Brunson. Oh, Brunson wheeling his way in there.
Playing bigger than he looks. Brunson has a lot of heart.
Pass to Miller. And Adebayo sends it back.
Tracking that ball all the way. Strong defense at the rim.
And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Timeout called, Purdue. And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Pass to Robinson. Outside Landry. Here's Leighton Zay. Miller with a screen on Brunson. Here's Leighton Zay. The shot that time, not on target. Chicago leading by 5. The baseline J. Another one falls for Chicago.
And he has become deadly from that in-between area. Brunson as efficient on the midi as anybody.
Pass to Leighton Zay. Fires the three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Showing off the deep ball there. Shots like this really help her confidence.
Here's Brunson. Takes it inside, and he converts the layup. Brunson's got 8 points in the quarter.
Making the defense look hopeless. Brunson so clever with his ball handling.
Here's Leighton Zay. To the middle. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Clever play. Gets the defender up in the air. Hard not to bite on that one.
Purdue shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. And he makes the first. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And he's shown a great touch at the line. They've tested the big guy, but he's come through.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
I like seeing her use the mid-range area of the floor, showing she can stick it from there.
Pass to Leighton Zay. From past the arc. Malawaj grabs the miss. Chicago leading by 6. Back to Mitchell. Shoots. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton.
And don't give Mitchell too many of those looks. Once he gets in rhythm, it is hard to stop it.
And here is Landry. Mitchell with the steal. Here's Middleton, and so it's Chicago, holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. Back right after this. if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, one half to go. Here's Layden Zane. Pass to Ivy. Here's Layden Zane. Edie a screen. Cranes the three-pointer. 5 points in the game.
Look, you can't let shooters get their feet set. You have to run him off the catch.
Barrington. Purdue trails by 5. From downtown, the rebound by Betts. And they cash in right away with the quick shot.
Just working off the ball. She stays ready to catch and fire.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. The shot by Layden Zane, no good. Here's Johnson, and he uses the glass on the layup. And now it's a 9-point Chicago lead.
All right, we know Johnson favors these close-in looks. He likes a sure thing.
And Stan, we know Jalen Johnson comes from a basketball family.
Well, they did a great job, Kevin, of teaching him the game because Jalen Johnson can really play. And I'm sure everyone in his family is extremely proud of what he's doing in the NBA.
On the wing, Johnson. Tries it from 19. Again, Chicago.
Well, I like to see Johnson extending his game a little here. Finding a look in that underutilized mid-range area.
Timeout called, Purdue. Both teams making substitutions here. Here's Layden Zane. Outside Robinson. Purdue moving the ball around. Smith outside. Inside. Plays it up and banks it in. 7 points in the game.
Look, he's the kind of player that has you awake at 3 a.m. asking yourself, how do I stop that?
Here's Carrington. Drops in the layup for 2. And Chicago leads by 11.
Yeah, I like the effort to work the ball inside, and she cashes in.
And here's Smith. 12 seconds left in the third quarter. Out to the wing. Shot clock at 6. That shot missing. And so it's Chicago. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. A good size advantage, and they'll look to increase it. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Robinson against Young. That one good for 2.
Well, you look at Young. She's strong, a bigger guard, and that helps her down low.
Here's Leighton Zane. Pass to Ivy. Lets it go with the 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Chicago leading by 13. Here's Betts. That's in, coming off the assist from Young.
How about those 2 points from her? Goes through contact. Bravo.
Here's Leighton Zane. Trains the 3-pointer. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Yep, it counts.
Yeah, this is how you finish through contact. Young showing some strength there.
Over to the left wing. Ivy on the wing. Young outside. Count it.
It can get congested in there, but she finds a way.
Timeout called the Boilermakers. .143 left to play here in the fourth. Pass to Edie. Robinson on the wing, defended by Young. Back to Edie, and Adebayo sends it back.
What a defensive force. Bam sees him cut at the rim and denies him the bucket.
Well, it won't get much easier for her than that. Nice bucket there.
Purdue trails by 18. Pass to Robinson. 3-pointer. The shot by Ivy, no good. Adebayo drives in, and that one drops for him.
Well, that's what Bam wants to do. He wants to put the ball on the floor and get into the paint.
To stop the run. And again, it's the Boilermakers missing. Here's Betts. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo.
Great look. And the important part, she finished down low.
Pass to Edie. Again, the miss by Purdue. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Shooting foul as the whistle blew. She'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, right there she's telling him, if you want to stop me, you have to foul me.
And the first one drops.
Taking 2 shots.
Good on both. They've been looking out of sorts in the last few possessions.
And this is when you need to be patient. Find a high percentage shot and have some floor balance.
Here's Betts. And stolen by Miller. Here's Edmondson. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You'd never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Along with Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for joining us for this one on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Bam Adebayo.